Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button so you aren't missing any of these reactions, any of my vlogs about my mental health journey, or any of my celebrity interviews about their mental health journey. Today is a request from one of my Patreons, but also something that I have had suggested to me a bazillion times in the comments of my other reactions. It's Fake Love by BTS. I have never heard of BTS. I've never listened to BTS. For that matter, I don't think I've ever heard any Korean music, just because no one had ever introduced it to me. I never knew what to look for or anything, or it never crossed my mind. But I've certainly never heard Korean pop, but I was a huge NSYNC fan back in the 90s, borderline obsessed. So I love boy bands. I couldn't admit it then, but I can see now. I also love the Backstreet Boys. You kind of had to claim loyalty back in the 90s, but I loved BB Mac. I loved O-Town. I really like boy bands. I really like that genre, even though on the flip side, I love Linkin Park. I love Nightwish. I love everything now. I just, I don't discriminate. I love a lot of different genres of music. But I'm a little extra excited to dive into some pop because other than the songs that I go back to rehash from the 90s, I haven't really heard any new pop music for a while, at least not any pop music that I liked. So this is Fake Love by BTS. Let's dive in. I love it for healing. That's what we all need. I cannot tell you how many times I have secretly thought things like this in relationships where everything just feels completely unreal. And part of that is because I have anxiety and I was diagnosed BPD, so I do have extra insecurities and I have a hard time trusting people. But you know when you're in a relationship and it's toxic and it's unhealthy and it's terrible for your mental health and you feel like you wish you could be yourself and you wish that you could open up to this person and that they would love you for who you are and love you because of your flaws and not despite them, love you because of your anxiety or because of those things that you judge yourself for so long. And it's I'm already heartbroken, but at the same time I'm sitting there going, they are cute. I'm getting taken back to the 90s with the flashy clothes and the cute guys. So part of me is kind of fangirl a little bit, and part of me is just, ooh, this is hitting home way too hard. Let's back up a little bit so I don't miss that transition. That is the point where you need to get out of a relationship. If you are sitting there questioning who you are, get out of that relationship. Get out of that friendship. I don't care what it is. Get out. I like the imagery here of them being in the room with all of the kids' toys and stuff because I feel like it's almost a flashback to innocence, like they're trying to be in that state of innocence where you didn't feel pain and betrayal and heartbreak and all of those things. And that's kind of what I got from that, because before that, he's in this room that's just kind of falling apart, and now he's trying to revert to innocence. So that's where I went with that. You shouldn't have to pretend. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Try to erase myself and make me your doll. Oh my god. I remember being in a relationship where I kept trying to be this because I'm a model and I shot for Playboy, and I kept trying to live up to the standard that they had made me in their mind, which was pretty much a doll, a plastic doll. And I couldn't come to terms with the fact that that was me in the pictures in some sense, you know, and I was very empowered by them, and I'm so happy that I did that. But in the same token, you know, I was photoshopped and I was something that wasn't real. Those images were something that wasn't real, but that person expected me to live up to their fantasy in some way. Actually, that's not entirely true. I expected myself to live up to that fantasy, to that image. I really wanted to live up to that image, and I kept thinking I just want to be that. I want to be that perfect girl. And in retrospect, the relationship was incredibly toxic, and that was a product of said toxicity. But oh, I hope I don't end up crying on a pop song. I hope I don't end up crying before this. Try to erase myself. If you have to erase part of your identity to be with someone, anyone, it's not the right person for you. Please get out. You're perfect. Even I gave up on myself. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I've been in relationships where I gave up on myself. And I was in a relationship when I almost lost my life to suicide because I felt like I could never be the person that at the time I thought they deserved. I thought I could never be good enough. So yeah, I cannot express enough that you should never have to be something you're not for someone else. And I know because I've been there and I've tried to do that. I've tried to be something I wasn't. And now I had to come to a place where I said, you know what? This is me and I love me. And if you don't love me, then I don't need your fakery, you know, I don't need your toxicity in my life. There's plenty of people out there that probably are exactly what you want and need, and there's plenty of people out there that will love me for who I am. So, you say I can, oh, God, 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 God. You start questioning what's love. How's his skin so perfect? there's a couple of symbology things going on there that I picked up on. One is I've always believed that relationships are like sand, and if you try to hold them too tightly, all the sand is going to fall between your fingertips, and you're never going to be able to hold on to it. But if you just cup your hand and you hold it loosely, then the sand stays intact. So trying to hold on to something when it's not serving you doesn't actually do anything. It falls to pieces anyway, but also the rebirth here, like it's being reborn like a phoenix, and I know a phoenix is ashes, but like it's being reborn from that is just such beautiful symbology that we can be reborn even after we're broken, even after we've dealt with fake love, narc love, toxic love, whatever it is, we can be reborn. And I just needed that happy transition there, so I'm excited now that we got the healing. I'm sorry to pause twice really close together like that, but that also reminded me of a time when I was sitting there thinking, through this entire relationship, I didn't see what was going wrong, and I just kind of feel a drip, drip, drip. And then one day I woke up and realized I was drowning and that I was going to die. And there's the awesome contrast of the water and the fire, because either one can be a method of quite intense destruction. Sorry to pause twice close together. I wanna hug you. I wanna hug you. I feel like I said everything. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I'm really happy that I got introduced to that, because I don't think I realized how much I'd been missing boy bands and pop. I kind of transitioned more into rock in my 20s, maybe my late teens, early 20s. I transitioned more into rock, and I would go back and listen to my boys every now and then. When I say every now and then, I mean a lot. But I'm really grateful for that new opportunity to hear again a different culture. I feel like I'm just getting music from all over the world, and that's beautiful. And getting to have this conversation about mental health. And I don't think I've really had the chance to delve into relationships and the love aspect too much, but there is so much to be said about what fake love really is. Because if you're loving someone from ego, because you need something from them, because you feel empty yourself, or because they fulfill something in you, if that is where you're loving this person, you're expecting them to be something for you or to quote unquote fix you, that is fake love. That is absolutely toxic and will never, ever, ever end in anything positive. That whole concept of they're my other half and they complete me. Now you're already complete. You don't need somebody to complete you. And perpetuating those mindsets is fake love. Thinking that you have to change someone is fake love. And there were tears in my eyes just listening to them sing about feeling the need to change yourself for someone else, because I know we've all been there, that we felt the need. We've got stuck in that mindset that we're not good enough. We are good enough. And sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do with our worth or value as a person. It just has to do with compatibility, or it has to do with we're not at the right places in our journey. Maybe we do have things that we need to work on in ourselves, but if you're wanting real, genuine love, it comes from being a strong person in yourself and then finding someone else to share that with. That is where real love, true love comes from. And I kind of just like the term fake love, the name fake love, because we often talk so much about true love and we never take the opportunity to talk about fake love and what that is. And I think this song had an excellent, excellent, excellent way, visually and lyrically, about explaining exactly what fake love is and how you feel when you're experiencing that fake love. Because when you're in it, you don't realize it. You don't realize that it's toxic. You don't realize it can be emotionally abusive. You don't realize that maybe they're just not compatible for you. This song did an excellent, excellent job at explaining that. So let me know in the comments below, have you ever experienced fake love? Have you ever dealt with a toxic relationship? Has it affected your mental health? Remember that sharing your mental health stories is how we shatter the stigma, my friends. So keep dropping those below. And again, make sure you make love to that subscribe button so you're not missing any of these reactions or my other content. Like, share, and I love you guys so, so, so much. Mwah!